Risk of Rain 2 was updated recently on console, bringing many changes, improvements, and additions to the game. However, this begs the question, how is the game now? How does it hold up over a longer run? Are there any game-breaking bugs? And is it better than it was? Let's find out. To begin with, I did a run of the game over just shy of 2 hours to see how the game would look and if there were any glaring bugs or glitches to be found. I turned on the artifact of Swarm, which doubled monster spawns and processor usage. I also played the game on Drizzle because they've increased the difficulty of this game rather significantly, so I didn't want to beat my head against a wall with stuff like this happening.
Feels so good.
First thing I noticed was that the game now runs at 30 frames per second as opposed to the 60 it was at before. While this looks a little rougher, it does help the game run more stable for longer. More stable, I don't know. Because the Nintendo Switch simply lacks the power that other consoles or a powerful computer has. There are rather severe hardware limitations for a game based on pushing the hardware to its breaking point. Speaking of the Switch's processing power, let's take a look at the game's stability over a long period. Previously, the Switch's performance would start to fall behind during the teleporter events with a little hiccups here and there. Then with Swarm on, the game would really slow down unbearably during about the 6th teleporter event. However, this time the game remained rather stable. There were minor stutters here and there, but overall the game ran acceptably. I'll play a quick montage of various levels for you to see. So the game does hold up rather well. Plus, with the portability of the Switch, it's hard to beat being able to take this game on the go. But unfortunately, this update wasn't all good. Just like with the PC launch of the 1.0 update, there are several bugs that are worth mentioning. First, the water is missing. Massive pools of water in the distance, yeah, those aren't needed apparently. Next, at least one item is completely broken currently. Aegis, which is supposed to give you a yellow barrier over your health as you heal past full, just does absolutely nothing. So if you're a character that is based around healing, like Engineer and his fungus, or Rex, Aegis is absolutely worthless. For every other character, it simply acts like red scrap, taking up inventory space without providing any benefit. Another quality of life bug that I noticed is that the screen shake and audio sliders don't seem to be lining up properly. For instance, I have the screen shake set around 30% and SFX at about 25% just to hear that sweet music. However, the screen shook noticeably more than before without ever touching the dial, and when I picked up the Brilliant Behemoth item and Ceremonial Dagger, well, just take a listen for yourself. Finally, there seems to be a bug with the Engineer Survivor. Whenever a character dies, they tend to ragdoll along the ground as if to rub it into your face that you failed. The Engineer, on the other hand, completely loses his arms and legs. I have no idea why this happens, but just take a look. These seem like little nitpicks, and granted, they're not game-breaking. The thing is, there's so much potential in this update. The game now runs smoother even with artifacts that tend to push the system. It seems like the game is 99% as good as it's going to get. And yet, at the same time, there are these glaring bugs and glitches that just make you shake your head and wonder how these were missed. There's so much potential in this update, but problems are hard to overlook. That being said, I'm sure these will get patched out later, and I'll keep you all up to date as the updates come out. In the meantime, I would recommend this game, especially since it's cheaper than most AAA titles and doesn't include loot boxes. However, just understand that this game is like an old ring. There's a good base there, and there's a lot of potential, but it just needs some polish. Thanks so much for watching my review of the new update of Risk of Rain 2 for the Switch. If you're feeling it, you can check out some of my other videos on the game right here. Or if you're more of a Breath of the Wild fan, you can check out my series on using glitches to beat the game right here. Subscribe to the channel too to stay up to date on the next videos and live streams when they come out, and like this video if you did like it, it would truly mean a lot to me. Anyway, enough rambling, I'll let you go. See ya!